Well, hello and welcome back to another Fire Emblem Awakening video. Today, we're going to do another character guide on a special little character. I say that every single week, so it's not really special at all, obviously, but you know what I mean. One of my favorite characters in Fire Emblem, actually, of all time, so this one's got me a little excited. We're going to be talking about this guy. Gaius, or Gaia in the Japanese version, is a character. He's, he's a thief. He is a sugar freak, which is awesome. I totally love it. He's like a candy thief character. I even based a D&D character that I play off of him, and he totally amuses me. Like, every line that comes out of his mouth is comedy gold. It's just so funny. I really like him as a character, and I've used him in all my playthroughs, even though he's not the most powerful characters, and I'd like to show you guys why. Let's get right into his stats and attributes and the growth rates, because you're going to see pretty quickly why he is not the most powerful unit in the game.
Okay, and here we've got Gaius' growth rates. We got, as you can see, I have it laid out the same way as last time, so if you guys like that, I thought it worked pretty well. Classes on the left, when the indented ones are his promoted classes, they're all separated by class tree. Now, to briefly go over his stats, he has great HP, great strength, crap magic, amazing skill and speed, like the best I've ever seen. Oh, yeah, that's why he has bad character. Look at his luck, 35%. Like, what the heck? I've never even seen a character with that bad luck before. It's terrible. It takes so long to get it up to reasonable amount. Now, it's not admittedly not as bad as his defense, but at least his defense can get boosted up to, oh wait, let's see, 35%. So they're both terrible. Never mind. There's no redeeming value there at all. His resistance is even worse, making him one of the easiest to kill characters in the game because of his low luck, which he needs to dodge things, and low defenses, which he needs to not die from things. At least he has a lot of HP, and that's kind of the basis we'll be going off of for his class trait, because we know he's going to take damage. We just need to make sure he doesn't die. To do that, we'll use some of the most powerful skills in the game for keeping him alive, and a few offensive ones as well, just to keep him dealing damage and whatnot. Let's take a look at those now.
Oh, hey, didn't see it there. Sorry, I was just practicing my face. So, anyway. So, yeah, right, we were talking about Gaius, right? Yeah, I remember. But while he doesn't have very good growth rates, he does have good skills. He has a pretty great selection of classes to choose from, with skills ranging everywhere from the offensive to the defensive, and the really fun, and he has one of the most fun combos in all of skilldom in Fire Emblem Awakening, the Vantage Soul combo. Now, I haven't talked much about this yet because I haven't had any characters that really need to use it, but having a character with Vantage and the Soul skill is one of the most deadly, well, not deadly, self-preserving abilities in the game. Whenever they are at less than half HP, they get to initiate the first attack, which means enemies won't be able to just run up and stab them or whatever. No, you'll get the first attack, and you'll get an opportunity to use Soul. Soul is a skill that regains half of the HP you've lost when you activate it. No, sorry, half of the HP you deal in oh god. Okay, so you deal damage to your enemy with this attack. So you deal 40 damage, you'll heal 20 of that. You heal half of what you deal. Got it? Alright, so anyway, having this combination makes it really easy for him to stay alive. Now, he also has other couple of skills that also help him to stay alive during this process, and we'll run over them really quickly. So, Gaius' options are Thief, obviously. That promotes into Assassin and Trickster, as you saw. He also has Myrmidon, which promotes into Assassin again, and Swordmaster, and he lastly has Fighter. Now, Fighter is the one that makes him really unique and cool, because as you'll see later on, it gives him great support options and is a great father, but it also gives him access to some really fun skills. Now, that being said, you probably don't want to go into Fighter right away. The best path is going to be going to Mercenary to grab Vantage. Vantage is the Mercenary's level 10 skill, sorry, the Myrmidon's level 10 skill, and is one of the best unpromoted skills in the game, worthy of being used even after you get all the high level ones. Now, after you do that, the best path, I think, according to my logic, goes into Assassin after that. Now, usually I don't advocate lethality over Astra. In fact, I usually say Astra is the better skill. But in this build, the random lethality will be much more helpful than Astra activating twice as much. See, the problem is, the eventual build we're going for, sorry, my left hand, the eventual build we're going for is having Gaius sit around, doing his own thing. When the enemy attacks him, he will counter the damage back to him using the counter skill. Then when he's at less than half HP, he'll be able to use Soul to regain his health before getting hit. Now, if he activated Astra instead of Soul, and it didn't kill the enemy, he is screwed. He is dead, deader than dead. Now, if you activate lethality instead of Soul, because if you guys didn't know, combat skills have a priority. You roll for it. Basically, it checks for each one in a certain order. Lethality is checked first, then Astra, then Aether, and then lethality, Aether, Astra, and then I believe it goes Soul, Luna, Ignis, and then like Vengeance and Arms Thrift and stuff like that. But Arms Thrift stacks, so you don't need to worry about that. Anyway, but only one can activate at a time. So, if you activate Astra or lethality, you won't activate Soul, which is really unfortunate. It'd be really cool if you could activate both, but you can't. Now, if you activate lethality, the enemy's dead, you don't have to worry about it. But if you activate Astra, the enemy might not die, and if he doesn't die, Gaius is dead. You see where I'm going with this? So if you're going for this build, absolutely go to Assassin. So, that being said, Thief goes to, we're going to run over this in a minute anyway, but Thief goes to Merman, goes into Assassin. Okay, now, you could just cut this short here and go straight to Hero. Hero promote change class to Hero, because Hero gives him Soul, and then he can pretty much complete the build there. But I think it's worth going into the Warrior class to grab Counter first. That'll leave him with Counter. That'll give him Vantage. The other skill, Vantage, Lethality, Counter, and Soul once you're done, which is 4. You can then use Limit Breaker on him, or keep him as a utility unit sometimes and use his Lock Touch skill that he gains as a Thief. Now, that's basically your choice, but like I was saying, you go into the Warrior, you level him up into level 15 to get Counter, and then you change him into a Hero and grab Soul, and then you're done. I would just stay in Hero, honestly. Hero has has good items and good weapons and good stat caps. It's just an all-around good class. I would probably just stick him out there if I were you. Now, all that being said, I think you guys might want to know, another reason I chose this route is because of the fact that it lets you train up your weapons really easily. So, as a Thief, you're training up swords. Then you change into Myrmidon, train up swords. Change into Assassin, train up swords. Your swords should probably be done. But once you're in Assassin, you'll probably want to start raising your bow level just a smidget so that you can use a decent bow, so that when you go into Warrior, you'll have something to use, just something while you train up. But you also want to be training up your axes in Warrior, because then once you go to Hero, you'll have access to axes, which you should have been training up a little bit, and swords, which you should already have capped. So, this way, it's just a nice chain of weapon types to let so you're not screwed with 2 E ranks, which totally happens sometimes, and it's really annoying. I have to go like, oh, okay, I'll just give him a bronze weapon. Oh, I didn't buy any bronze weapons. Oh, fudge. Now I have to go back out to the world map, go buy one. Oh, of course there's an enemy spawn on the one place that sells bronze items in the entire map. Okay, now I have to fight through this encounter first, and then kill him. Oh great, I died. How did I die on this? It's like a level 4 mod. Oh, you stupid Gaius. Sorry, I got a little emotional there, but anyway guys, let's look at the chart and see the exact map out for your eyeballs.
Alright, hey guys, so now we're looking at the chart like I said, for your eyeballs. We're starting at Thief here. It's the little one with the asterisk. I added that in just so it was extra clear, because I couldn't find almost any of the right sprites for this one, so we're using all stuff from Fire Emblem 7 and 8. That's right, going classic retro. Alright, so we start at Thief, and then the next step we want to go to, I mean, you can only change once you're level 10, so you'll get all the skills anyway, but then we'll change over to Myrmidon, or I think it's actually pronounced Myrmidon, but I've never pronounced it that way, so it's kind of weird for me. Anyway, Myrmidon, you'll get Vantage, obviously, and then once you get to level 20, I'd probably wait till level 20 in his case. In fact, you should probably just wait until he's level 20 to change him to Thief, too, because he'll need all the help he can get. But, yeah, Gaius isn't the best stat-wise, but whatever. Then we'll change him into an Assassin after that. Make sure to get lethality, but if you don't want to wait until he gets to level 15 to get past, you don't have to. I wouldn't recommend it in the final build anyway, so you could pretty much just ignore it. Anyway, after that, you're going to go into Warrior. Warrior will give him Counter, a very helpful skill, obviously, but you have to wait until level 15 for that one, so make sure you get up there. Plus, the Warrior has better defense growths anyway, so it'll help him get that little bit of extra defense. And lastly, we'll hop on over to Hero. The last class, you get Soul at level 5, so just rush him up to there, and then you can just kind of use him as normal, you know? You don't have to grind him past there, because he's not going to get anything else that amazing. Albeit, it does have good growth rates, though, so if you really feel like he still needs some growth in that area, you know what? Go right ahead, but usually by this time, he'll have at least his strength, skill, and speed maxed out, if not his HP. Alright, so that being said, let's move on to Gaius' support options.
And last, glad to suggest, we're going to talk about the supports. Now, the supports for Gaius are pretty clear-cut because he is one of two characters, and the other being Donald, I've mentioned this already, that when he has a female child, the child will have access to Pegasus Knight. Now, a lot of mothers already have the Pegasus Knight class, but some don't, and the ones that don't can really use their children to have it. Now, the good options for this are Sully, because she gives birth to a daughter, Kiel, and she does not have this class on her own. What are the other ones? Tharja. Tharja doesn't have the class on her own. That's who I usually pair up Gaius with, but it's just personal preference. I know I said I'm a my unit Tharja fan, and I am, but when I'm not doing that, Gaius and Tharja is pretty great combination. Okay, I mean, the supports are funny. And I believe and also Noe is a great match for Gaius. Plus, they have a kind of a funny support, too. So, do whatever you guys want. Really, it doesn't matter. But those three women do a better job of being a mother to Gaius' children because of the fact that he will give the children characters Dark Flyer skill. Basically, he can give them access to Gale Force, and we all know by now how good that is, don't we? Thanks for watching. Oh, no. Thank you guys for watching another Fire Emblem character guide. I hope you enjoyed it. I had some fun making this one. Like I said, guys, it's one of my favorite characters, so it was super fun to do this, and I hope you took something out of it. If you have any questions or comments about Gaius or any other Fire Emblem characters, leave them in the area below. And if you want to see any other characters done in a guide or anything else or whatever, just, you know what to do. It's YouTube. It's all the same. See you guys next time.